welcome back to my channel. And today I am working with finishing up my design team project for LineDotArrow using the vintage Botanicals kit, and it's gorgeous. I love it. I've enjoyed working with it. And I just have one last thing that I thought I'd come and do with you, and then we'll do a flip through. So what I've done is I've already cut this out, and I have some, whatever this paper is called, and I'm just going to, oh, I don't want the hole in there. I was cleaning up a bunch of my stamps and I saved all the papers. I have what I hope is a solution to how to store all of my stamps. I'm hoping. And once I get it all done, and maybe I'll share it with you if it works. Inexpensive. Okay, so I'm just going to try this as close as I can. And I'm going to save this piece because I think there's enough here to do a few more of the little windows if I want to, when I want to. Okay, so I'm just going to trim this a wee bit. That's really hard to see under the lights where I'm trimming. Oh, should I do this? Maybe I'll do it this way and forget it the other way. Yeah, that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. Okay. And that should fit in there nicely, I think. And oh, I do want to trim that a bit though. I'm going to, where does that go? Let's, okay. We're going to wing it. We're going to do it. Maybe if I put a little clip here, that might help me, eh? That'll work better. Just kind of holds that in place. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. I'm having a hard time seeing what I'm doing. There we go. Okay. Get rid of this off of here. And get that into the garbage, because when those fly around and go free, you never see them again. So then I'm just going to take my glue and go around here. These are part of the challenge papers for this week. And I've been having fun with this challenge, as you will see. And I'm just going to place that carefully in here and squish it out towards the edge. I have found that is this called acetate? I don't know. But anyways, I have found that this glue really works with this. I haven't had a problem of it yet. That's not to say I won't, but yet I haven't. And get that down in there. I want that in there very well. Okay. And then what I do, I like to age this. But I don't do it beforehand. I do it, of course I do it after, because, you know. And this is just a piece of parchment paper that I use as my, I love that sound. This has been, when I do my papers, this has been in the oven, so it's extra crispy. And then I just take my alcohol ink. This one I'm using is ginger. And the only reason why I'm using it is because it's been out on my desk for a while. And it's here. And so then I take and I do it on this side. I don't know if that means anything, but I do it on this side. And I use the parchment paper because it doesn't soak into the parchment paper and you get full coverage. I like the little spots on there. Here. Now, if you can see that, that's the look I like that. And I'm just going to carefully place that over there so that can dry. And so then what I thought I would do is this here, I thought I would stick it in here like so. And I'm just for the fact of being sturdy, I'm going to put the whole thing in there. And I probably should have done that prior to doing this, but that's okay. We do things in different stages. It's no big deal. Okay, and alcohol ink does not take long to dry. So this is our last week to get our things posted in the groups. You now have 7 groups to post in, 7 different groups to win prizes in. That's pretty amazing. And don't forget to post in my group. If you have not been posting in my group, my posts are a little low this month. So you got a good chance of winning something. Okay. So, whoops. Let's put that lid on there, and I'm going to keep it down that way so it's not so hard to come out. So I'm just going to, there we go. Oh, isn't that pretty? Okay, we're not done yet. What we're going to do with this, I gotta trim that a little bit. So I did my first YouTube live yesterday with Suzanne, and I think I'm going to try doing those a little more often. It was fun. It's always fun to craft with somebody. And so now with this, we're just going to take and glue these edges here. We're making a little pocket out of it. Oop, straight line, so straight line. Haven't had enough caffeine this morning. Or maybe I've had too much. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. So then we're going to take and let this dry. And we'll work on the next component. Oh, well, we can put this back on. I had this little piece of scrap, and I thought, yep, that goes right in there. So this will become a pocket, but also a little journaling spot or a note spot or a doodle, whatever someone so desires to do with it. And we're just going to put that right over top there. There we go. Okay, we're going to let this now dry, and we're going to go to the next aspect here. So the next thing I thought we would do is this little guy here. And I'm just going to grab, I love the ledger style. Oh, I love that. And you know what's silly is that I have ledger paper. And I have yet to use it. Why? Because I love it and I'm hoarding it. That's why. But 2025, use your stash. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start using my stash. Well, I have been. I probably have to have that same promise to myself in 2026 too, I'm guessing. Because I got a lot of stuff. Okay. You could run that through the scoreboard, but I find this just as, my scoreboard is not that great. I have 2. One small one and one really big one. And the really big one is kind of a pain to haul out. And the little one is not quite that accurate. Okay. And so I'm going to tuck this under so I don't have to. And let's get that bone folder, shall we? And then I am going to take this one here and get it folded under. Give it a good crisp. There we go. And this one, a crispy one too. And down there. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to glue this part here down, like so. And then I'm going to glue this side and this side. And let's see how that fits together, like it was meant to be. Okay. Now we're going to let that dry because I have glue everywhere apparently. Okay, let that dry. And then I thought with this one here, I'm just going to trim this up a little bit. Okay, so this should fit inside here, I believe. Let's just see. That fits inside here, like so. And then this is going to fit in here. Yes, it will. Come on, get you. There we go. Okay, so this fits in here. Perfect. And then we're going to do a little inking, because why not? And I'm going to put some glue on here. And I'm going to make this a little pocket as well. But it's going to be this way. So I don't want to touch that with glue. Let's just do this side. Robin and I will be doing another live in July, I believe. It's always fun to do lives with her. Oops. Glue everywhere. Okay. There we go. Just crisp that up a little bit. Let's get this back on here. We don't need no more glue for now. Okay, let's get some inking done. And I think we'll put something on this too to give it a little bit of fun. We have a butterfly for that, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty certain. I love my butterflies. Butterflies and birds. And dragonflies. Okay, so I cut these guys out. These guys are going to be too small. Let's see. I don't want to put those. Let's see what else we got. Goodies we got here. Let's take and maybe put these guys in there. That's a better size. Okay. Let's. My hairdressing scissors for my failed attempt at doing my dog. And now I've used these here and they're not sharp enough to cut hair no more. And I'm okay with that. And I'm pretty sure Nugget's okay with that too. Alright. Gives it that little ticket edge. There we go. And I get that on the floor. Okay, and then I'm just going to take and cut these apart. I want them apart. And I'm not sure how my little journal has, for some reason, become a little chunky monkey. I don't know how that happened. Just chunking that out. Okay, let's see. How do these fit over top? And I'm going to put this one like this. I think we might put a butterfly on. Let's see. I want to make sure that it's still going to fit in our, oh yeah, that'll fit. I would have liked to have had a little taller, but not too tall. Oh look, we could put this pretty lady on there. That's a little big, not too big. Okay, I have a really nice butterfly here. And the butterfly is in the, where did my butterfly go? No, yep. There we go. Bigger one somewhere too, but I know not where that one has gone for now. So we'll just not worry about it. And I have all my stuff all cut out here on the side. I want to get a few more of these containers. I got these from Dollar Tree, I think it was. And, you know, it just really works nice to have them organized and you see and okay, do we want to put, I am going to need that big butterfly because I need her right there, don't I? Yes, I do. All right, you big butterfly, where did you go? Unless I used it. Maybe I used it. Okay, back to the matters at hand. Let's do this with a little bit of cheesecloth, yeah? Okay. I have to find me some more cheesecloth. I'm getting down to the nitty-gritties. Okay, is that too much? Can you have too much cheesecloth? I don't know. I just wing it and go for it because I like cheesecloth. There we go. And we're just going to put you right in there. And now you're wet. Gotta let you dry. And then I am going to take, and I still have this butterfly here. These guys here. And I think we're going to take that one. Because I don't think I have, well, I have flowers too. I have these guys. I like that. It's a butterfly. Yeah, maybe, yeah. Yeah, okay. And let's see, do we have anything else in here? No. Oh, but we do. We have, oh, look at this. And then that's another pocket. I like that idea. Okay, let's see if we can fold this around. I'm not going to use the gusset. I'm going to fold the gusset right in and glue it down because I don't want a really thick pocket on here. I just want a nice thin one. Get down there. There we go. Oh, that's a little crooked. Why you give me grief? Let's go like so. There we go. There we go. Okay. And then we'll glue that one down. You know, you could just make this easier on yourself and cut them off. You know that, so you could do that. Blip. You can do it either way you like. That's just the way I'm going to do it because it's just a little easier for me. Okay. And then I'm just going to take around this a wee bit. Oops. We're going to put that down right about there. And then those really tiny tickets. Oof. Heavy hand with the glue again. Gee. Don't want the tornado to take it away. Okay, I should have inked. And I did not. Oh well. I didn't. Oh well. Okay. And then, do I want to, is this dry yet? Sorta. Okay. We have this like so. So we have a pocket with tickets. And then we have these really small tickets. And where are they? Where are they? I just, not these ones. These ones are too big. The smaller ones. There they are. There they are. We have more of those. I may have used them already. I may have used them already. It looks like I did. Okay. Okay, well, then we'll just put that in there with that number. And then we can, let's round off these corners a little bit. Just to, you know. Okay, so we have pockets, pockets, pockets. I like making pockets. And then when we stick this in here, we see all the little goodies in there. And when we pull it out, we still have a goodie inside. There we go. Okay, so I am going to, oh no, we still have to do, I need to do some, let's see, what do we need? I need, this is for the big pocket. I need for the small pocket. And I think these ones might just go in there. And maybe some of those. Okay, well, let's put it together, shall we? Okay, so introducing my little chunky monkey. Okay, we're ready. We're ready. Honest to goodness. Okay, so here's my little chunky monkey. She has turned into way more than what I originally thought she would. I should put something up there. I will do that, but not right now. And so let's have a peekaboo and see what I did and get that in the pocket. Okay, so this is that cluster, the collage for May that I did. And I really like how that turned out. And okay, am I in screen? I am. Let's not cover these guys up because this is where they're going right away. Okay. So I put this pocket in here and I thought that, oh, are you going to fit? Yes, you are. Perfect. Okay. I don't have anything. Yes, you do. Okay. There we go. Perfect. In you go. This pocket I did with a gusset. This one here, I thought these tickets would go really nicely in there. And this one upside down, no. So let's put, just because we can, let's put, I love my butterflies. Let's put a butterfly on there. Can we have too many butterflies? Nah, not at all. Not at all. Okay, so I have been busy with this book. And I'm really happy with the way that it turned out. Let's see if I can get my glue out, then we will see what I did. Excuse me. Okay. And we're just going to put you right there. I don't have any numbers left. Oh, excuse me, very dry throat. Okay, so going on here, this is the flap, and I put a little pocket in here. And I used the part of the challenge papers this week. And this was just a scrap that I just put a little bit on there, and more butterflies. I'm a butterfly girl. Okay. And then this here, I added this paper in. This is also from the challenge papers this week. And what I did was I made a little notebook, and it's just filled with, just for some extra writing places. And this was my very first attempt at a chain link, chain stitch binding, which is, if you watch our, Suzanne and I, we have a bi-weekly series going. It's called Bind It All. And that is what we are going to be doing this time around. Okay, so now let's see all the goodies I have in here. Oh boy. So this butterfly, butterflies, I love butterflies. So this comes out honest, if it's not glued in. And I did that same technique that I did on that other one, where I did the acetate and did the dyeing with the alcohol ink from behind, and I made it into a journal card. And there's a little pocket on this side, and that's why that comes. Kind of gives it an added feature to there. And then these are the file folder pockets that we made on that one day, and I just folded these. They're just so pretty. And then this one here is from the challenge papers, and then these two are the ones that I made the week before. And so it's just extra journaling spot. And that's the same thing. And then I just have some, this one was left over, and I know what I didn't do yet. We'll have to finish that up. And some cards. And then I put these little guys in here because I thought, well, they kind of make a cute little, you know, whoever gets this journal, they can decide what they want to do with them. But it just kind of, to me, it just kind of made something that looked kind of cute. And then I just took and put these guys in like this so that the butterflies don't clash. And put this guy in here. So this is this. And do we have, yeah, we don't need anything more for these guys. And so then we have our writing spot. Now I just took pages from the kit and pages I had on hand, and it's strictly a writing with some crinkle. It's strictly for writing, and whoever has this, if they want to decorate it up at all, they can go ahead for it, go for it. And then I did these, B is for butterfly. And I did another book just like I said, just for writing, and a little crinkle one. And then I put this guy in for this one, some leaves. Okay, so now let's get to this side. So what I was thinking of doing was making a tie here. I don't know. And I haven't put it, so far it's just a flip down, because this has gotten very chunky in here. And this is what we made, the pocket that we made using the envelope. And then this guy here is one that I made the other day just by myself. Just another little another little thing. Okay, and then we did the sunflower together. I don't know if you can see that yet. Okay. And then this here, we did this. And remember, that is what I was going to do, and I forgot to do. So I'm not quite done this girl yet, but I will get these done. And each one of these will have a nice little saying as well. I love these pull out. I'm going to use these often. I'm certain of it. And so then what I did with this side is that I made a pocket in here. So, don't, there, okay. I was going to say, let your glue dry before you put stuff in. So I had this envelope, and I just took and put a few little pieces of scrap paper in there, and I just rounded them off so that they look like they're something more than they are, but just fancies them up instead of just a piece of paper in there. But more writing space, more storage, more, just more. Okay, get this. This is not that difficult, so there we go. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to put that back in its little spot. And then this here, I just took and I had some scrap papers left over. And so I just made a little writing tablet there, and there's writing spots there. And this goes back down like this. And what I ended up having to do with this girl, because she was just getting too chunky, is I had to put an extra score in here to make it so that it would come and close like that, instead of squishing it down. So there she is in all her glory. I was thrilled to work with this kit. I thank you, Natalie, for letting me be part of your team and giving such beautiful things to work with. And with that said, I'm looking forward to what is going to be in July. And we'll see you again soon. Thank you for hanging out with me. Bye-bye now.